Hey everybody, welcome back to We Are Podcast Network. This is We Are Air Season 1, Episode 7, Halloweenish Taco Salads. If this is your first time checking out the podcast, thank you so much. Please go to your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, or iTunes, and give We Are Podcast a like. And if you get a chance, head over to our social media. All links can be found in the description. We're at Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at /We Are Podcast. With that said, on to the podcast.
We are Error.
Alright everybody, welcome to the We Are Error podcast. This is Duck, I'm here with Meg, and also Javi. And it has been a minute that we are back and we're about to podcast the shit out of this podcast. I missed you guys. You guys don't know, I literally haven't had anything to do for a week, so I've been just like slowly sliding into depression, so this is going to bring it back out. Oh, by the way, the We Are Air podcast is about movies, entertainments, video games, whatever the fuck we want to talk about.
Except for Apartheid.
I love District 9.
Yeah. District 9 was good, though, wasn't it?
It was.
I went to see it not knowing what the fuck it was, because the trailers didn't really give it away. Did
Sure.
you go to the theaters to see it?
Yeah, it was great.
Now, were you blown away whenever you were watching theaters?
Like, dude, this is fucking intense.
There's only two movies I've ever seen in theaters that gave me that feeling. That movie and fucking Cloverfield. When I went to see Cloverfield, because they did not tell you what Cloverfield was about.
Oh, no.
And all they showed was, like, City of Destruction. And when it was a fucking Godzilla movie in disguise, I was in the theater freaking the fuck out. I was like, best day ever. Saw it twice. First time, I can't remember who I saw it with. Second time, I saw it with my girlfriend at the time. She ended up jerking me off in the theater. And we were the only two in the theater, and I was so fucking high, I couldn't come until the movie escalated at the very end. It was like, and it was, dude, exactly. Fucking, no. Dude, telling you, she started jerking me off, lasted the whole way to the end of the movie until, like, there was a boom explosion, this and that, and I was like, oh, shit! Just fucking threw it all over the chairs in front of me. They didn't give a fuck, dude.
You fucking Pee Wee Herman all over.
Dude, it was amazing. I would put that in the top 10.
If Abraham Lincoln was sitting in front of
you know what?
Would have been assassinating the president.
Exactly. It was the number one hand job I've ever gotten. I don't think I've ever gotten a better hand job than that.
Congratulations, ex-girlfriend.
Yes, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, how's Cloverfield to you, though?
When she watches this, she's like, I hate this fucking movie.
Well, fuck, she had to give an hour plus.
It just,
she is a goddamn.
She gets carpal tunnel every time the movie starts.
The lactic acid building up in her form. Okay,
now, every time before she goes to the movie, she fucking gets the fucking hand strengtheners, the little fucking.
Roger, checking.
They sell them at the stand for her.
The first thing, that was just her last hand job. She's like, fuck this shit, I'm done.
Dude, I guess we were all prepared. We're all clogged up and ready to fucking podcast and being out for 2 weeks. So let's fucking do this. I was going to talk about real quick. Jake got Red Dead Redemption 2. Even though Javi's sick of fucking hearing about it. Please tell us. Please tell us about it.
Yeah, Jake, enlighten us about Red Dead Redemption 2, please.
Clearly, it truly is the best game ever made. I feel sorry for anybody who doesn't have it. I wish everybody could have it.
You all should see how sulking fucking Javi is.
Oh, no, come November 7th, I'm going to be renting it through GameFly. Which is why I specifically set up a 30-day free trial.
Let's rent a game for 120 plus hours.
Yeah. Why are you going to rent that through game? Why don't you just buy it? It's like $70.
You asked
me to buy it for you. It was really awkward.
Jokingly, I asked you to buy it.
No, he did. He literally did. He goes, Duck, will you buy me this game? I was like, how much is it? He's like, $80. I'm like, get a fucking another job, Javi.
Will you buy me a new fucking bike wheel?
Yeah, that would be sweet, actually, if you would, because this
actually we should.
Yeah, if you could.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Hey.
Don't be paying me like, come on, this guy not
So, back to Red Dead.
Back to Red Dead.
It is the most fully immersive video game ever. You can interact with everything on there. I'm sure many of you, probably all of you, already heard.
I noticed you have a Western style mustache now.
That has nothing to do with it. I guarantee it. Oh, am I doing it again?
The handlebar is slowly moving up.
Give me the bourbon.
No, I just gotta know what's the storyline for this one.
So,
does it pick up with the sun?
John Marston was the
original Red Dead. Yeah.
Okay, so like he was part of this gang that. It's
That
not a
Butch
gang,
guy, right?
Dutch.
Dutch.
Yeah. And it starts off with them finding John at the end of Red Dead. And he's been missing for like a year from the camp that he was with. So these people, they click up and they hide in the mountains and they go down and work.
So it starts off with after the game Red Dead Revolver then?
Red Dead Redemption.
He dies at the end of Red Dead Redemption. redemption.
No, he doesn't.
Oh.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That's how it starts off.
Javi, you just had
They
your
find
fucking mind blown,
Yeah.
good sir.
They find him.
What the what?
Yeah.
You know what you look like? That moment whenever, what is it from that, Chris Farley's going to say, huh?
The Chris Farley, whatever they tell that the coffee is. Folgers.
That's what it was. Do you know that you're eating Colombian crystals? What did you say? Son of a bitch. Hey, also, that's the other thing. You were talking about the Adam Sandler special on Netflix.
Very
It's pretty good.
Definitely worth a watch. I know Adam Sandler's had a lot of trouble here recently on Netflix with some of the movies that he's put out.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd say
Great.
The Do-Over, I think, was probably one of the better ones that he released.
Have you watched
With
all the
David
Netflix ones?
Yeah.
That was actually good.
That's
Yeah,
what I said.
a lot of
was
people say it was good.
It was one of the better ones. It was better than Ridiculous Six and Andy Wexler or whatever.
Well, I mean, how many did he sign on for? 6 or something like that?
Yeah, it was something like
is
that.
This
So
the last one?
I would think that this special has to be part of that
Right.
deal, right? Like,
Well, they probably
but
re-upped. I mean, honestly.
It's all cut together from all the different venues that he's done.
Mm-hmm.
So they took the best parts from each show that
Right.
he did, is what it looks like. But it's mostly his old sense of humor, doing songs like the old albums.
And then at the end, like you were saying, he does
He
an
does
ode.
a very touching Chris Farley tribute at the end.
And that
it'll
sold
make
me.
you
Now I
cry
wanna watch
like
it.
a bitch.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, I was...
You
You know what I found out is that the black community really loves Adam Sandler and Adam Sandler movies.
Really?
They're big fans on it. I don't know if it's low key.
Really?
It's like awesome.
Shit. I'm going to have a conversation to find
Yeah.
out what that's all about. That's fucking cool. Yeah, I mean, I used to love Adam Sandler. I think he had nowhere else to go but the Netflix. I think that was the wisest decision he ever made because he was still putting out Adam Sandler movies, and how they did well was on DVD and rental, and rental's gone.
I really do think Adam Sandler does get a bad rap. Have you seen the Meyerowitz stories?
Mm.
That's one of his movies on Netflix, and holy shit, he fucking knocks it out the park in that movie.
Dustin
He's
Hoffman and who else?
Dustin Hoffman, Adam Sandler, Ben Stiller.
Yeah, but
Ben
movies
Stiller.
movies like that, they had to go to these Netflix, Hulu. They have to. That's the only chance they have of making money. The raunchy rom-com of the late 90s, early 2000s, it's dead.
Or,
It's
yeah,
done.
just independent movies in general.
Yeah. Oh, it's done. If you're not a $200 million movie that's taking a big gamble, you don't have a chance. Let's talk a little bit about movie news and stuff that's come out recently. There's an Avenger 4 trailer breakdown, even though the trailer has not been released yet.
I've heard about this breakdown.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, this is why I was thinking earlier, Jake turned to me and he goes, remember that song, Cry Little Sister? And I was like, dude, I was literally just singing that song in the back of my head. The reason why is because reading this breakdown, that's the song I wanted to play. I needed epic music, and I was like, nothing's more epic than Cry Little Sister. Anyhow, we should be getting the trailer soon.
Hopefully we'll get it by the fucking end of the
Yeah.
year.
So there was a long description that I couldn't read because of the alcohol.
Then I think
So
it'd be a fucking bitch move of Marvel to fucking promote that shit this early with Captain Marvel right there. They should be,
you know what? Fuck Captain Marvel. I'm just gonna say it. Why do we need to care so much about Captain Marvel? I don't know.
She's gonna fucking.
I don't know anything about Captain Marvel.
She's with her movie. They're introducing a villain that's probably
you're
bigger
kinda
and
right.
better than Thanos.
Do you see my
You're
point?
right.
Fuck Captain Marvel. I'm not buying into
But-
the hype.
I don't know why my free song bought into the hype. You know? Like, I got goosebumps whenever the trailer came on, but then I'm thinking about it like, oh.
What do you know about her?
Alright, fine then.
The only thing I know about her is Rogue took her fucking powers. That's it.
The only thing that I knew about it is Rogue took the powers from the guy that was
Oh, really? Wasn't even the
Captain
female
Marvel.
Captain Marvel?
Yeah.
Fuck this bitch. Why are we supposed to care
They
about
just
Captain
seen this
Marvel?
movie to introduce the
Social
next
justice.
Avengers villain, essentially.
Exactly. Why?
They just seen her as a way to introduce the next big Avengers villain, the next Thanos,
Scrolls.
which is gonna be the Skrulls.
Okay. Skrulls, I'm kind of pumped
But
about.
that's bullshit because...
It could be Annihilation for the next.
actually it's not. This
It's
is going to be a way to
Annihilation.
integrate Fantastic Four.
The Skrulls.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm down with that. So fuck
I
Captain
feel
Marvel.
like-
Bring me the fucking people
True.
I actually want to see.
True.
Bring me the Thing. Bring me Captain
And I want a
Fantastic.
fucking
Bring me-
comic-looking thing. I don't want this fucking lifelike looking
And I don't want
rock
this
fucking
shitty
Lord of the
fucking rock
Rings
one,
fucking
too.
bullshit.
Listen, I'm a fucking huge fan of the Fantastic Four. I walked 11 miles the day the first Fantastic Four movie came out to watch that shit in theaters.
Fucking A.
I fucking love the
You
Fantastic
walked
Four.
11 miles.
11 miles from my house to the movie theater. I was the only one in the theater. I had a nice steak dinner before it. It was fucking awesome,
And
dude.
then Fantastic Four never called me again.
Miles and I would walk 11.
All right, fuck Captain Marvel. But Guardians of the Galaxy 3 has been pushed back to 2021.
I know it's bullshit.
Now, James Gunn was fired. They're talking about getting a
Suicide
female
Squad 2.
director for this.
Oh my god.
They always talk about getting a female director. If you're going to do it, just fucking get a female director.
And a replacement, Taika Waititi.
Yes.
For fucking
Taika Waititi
Guardians
should
3?
be the most logical director.
And I'll give you this. I think that you're right. The reason they should do that is because if you look at Thor 3, it was fucking right along the line.
It's a Guardians movie.
He actually made a really credible, legit Thor movie that I actually liked from start to
best
finish.
Thor movie
I agree
The
with
best
you.
of the
Thor
franchise.
I agree with
was
you.
directed by that guy.
He could do it, and it would be awesome. And at the same time, the script is already James Gunn's script. It's fucking stupid. You fired somebody over something he said 10 years before that.
Yes.
You knew him before you hired him. And now, I just don't understand what their thinking is. Well, we can use the script. It's fine. It's not tarnished or tainted at all.
Right. I'm sure there's
Fucking
no Hitler references or
Fucking
pedophilia
the
references.
dumbest shit I've ever heard. I don't get it. If you're going to get a female director, get a female director. You don't have to make a big hobbabaloo when you're not even going to fucking do it. Like you said, Taika Waititi's probably going to get the job, which he should get the job.
If they get a female director,
Just do it.
yeah, just
do
get
it.
it done. But also, who do you think would fill those shoes? Patty Jenkins? She did Wonder Woman, right?
I mean, what other female directors?
Penny Marshall?
I mean, we're looking for Oscar winners at this point. Like,
Ugh.
here's the problem, and Jason Blum actually got into trouble for saying this last week. He said that, I would hire female directors for horror movies, but not many female directors want to direct horror movies. The problem is we're looking for name right now because you're putting so much collateral into a movie. You need to carry a named director that us nerds know to bring it forward.
Which gets back to our point about independent movies no longer holding
They don't hold any. And the thing is, a lot of the directors that they bring in to these movies are people who've directed Game of Thrones, and that's the only chance a lot of these female directors have at directing anything, is if they have directed a episode or two in Game of Thrones. That's it. That's
equivalent to a full-length feature movie.
the problem is,
I mean, essentially, though.
let's just say the truth. Hollywood does not trust or nurture female directors. So just start fucking doing it and stop saying you're going to do it. That's all you got to do. Just fucking do it. Bottom
Or
line.
don't.
Or don't. And then, whatever. Fuck this.
Just quit talking about it. Just do it!
Oh, but you know what? Our favorite our favorite Douglas, I should say.
Michael.
Yeah, I was going to say Kurt, maybe.
No, Cameron. He's dead.
Who the fuck is Cameron Douglas?
Michael Douglas' son.
He did?
Yeah, he OD'd.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
That was a while ago. That was before Traffic, too,
That was
right?
before
The poor man Devon Sawa died?
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
I think
What about his
Can they adopt Devon
What
Sawa
about his
now?
brother, fucking Aaron Douglas, in Yellow?
Never saw that.
Tales from the Crypt.
It was pretty good.
You remember the Tales from the Crypt with Kirk Douglas
Mm-hmm.
and his other son, Aaron Douglas,
No.
where they fought? Oh, it's so good.
check it
It's
out.
one of the better Tales from the Crypts. I think it won like some major awards on that one.
Well, Michael Douglas has said that the quantum realm, and this is what we've speculated, because we're nerds, is going to play a
Is
huge
Michael
role.
Douglas a nerd?
He's not. He is he?
He might be because of these fucking films. How cool would that be? That he just became.
He
a
was
huge
just like,
fan.
listen here, Captain America is
Like,
not
I need
doing
a paycheck.
I
I haven't got anything.
They're definitely going for a black Captain
Holy
America.
shit! Hank Pym is awesome.
Oh, dude,
I
that
can
would be
just
awesome.
imagine waking up and going, yeah, you're fucking hate.
Dude,
Yeah,
he
Gordon
already
Gekko.
motherfucker already wins at life. He was what, like 97 when he married fucking Hottie McHot Pants from the Laser movie. Like, are you kidding me?
Just beneath the lasers.
And she doesn't age.
No, neither of them.
Catherine
do.
Zeta-
Oh my
So drinking
God.
from the blood of virgins and
Oh, dude, you know she's pulling whoever that bitch's name was, who bathed in the blood of virgins. You're right. That's
Oh, yeah.
fucking goddamn.
She's up
Queen.
There with, she's up there
Catherine
with,
Zeta-Jones.
she's definitely up there with Tomei.
But anyhow, he said the future of the Marvel
Hello?
universe.
What?
Tomei.
But the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe is going to be the quantum realm, which we've already discussed. The next movie, we're all pretty sure, is going to deal with time travel.
I had that theory to begin with also. I mean, it was pretty evident that that would be the only way to...
Now, would it be time travel
Fix this
or
fuck
like
up.
traveling to parallel dimensions?
Well,
God, I
that's-
hope so.
That's what doesn't make sense to me about the quantum realm is Michelle Pfeiffer's character in Ant-Man and Wasp.
Mm-hmm.
She was Janet Van Dyne or whatever,
Yeah.
the fucking Hank Pym's wife.
The squeeze.
She went into the quantum realm at the beginning of Ant-Man. You see it clearly. She goes into the fucking plane that Hank Pym and her are trying to defuse, and then it's like, oh, well, I lost my wife to it. That's why I can't go in there anymore, and I don't trust this technology, blah, blah, blah. But she aged while she was in there. She came out an old woman. She wasn't still the same age. It doesn't make sense to me, necessarily, as how they're going to use it, yet no one ages. They de-age, in a sense, from, like, the photos and whatnot. They're all wearing the things on the wrist and shit.
I don't
And it
know.
looks like they're back at the Battle of New York, honestly.
Yeah.
Because
there's like a scene where like there's Loki in there.
yes,
And it's the scene's like we have a whole
and Cap is back in the original Avengers 1 costume, no beard, everything else. But for some reason, Tony doesn't look younger. He's got gray hair.
He looks
So
older.
he's pulling a
weird.
Days of Future Past kind of thing?
I don't know how this is.
God,
Yeah, that's,
Oh no, this better not be fucking Avengers meets Memento.
like I have
That'd be
full
wild.
faith in the Russo brothers that they're going to pull this off. They
God.
did the impossible.
Wouldn't
with
it
Infinity
suck,
War.
though, if,
Honestly,
like-
they did the impossible. Yes, it
we're
would
so
totally
fucking
suck. I
hyped
want to
for-
think about it.
Listen, if it's the Last Jedi level of psych,
Well,
and
no,
then
no.
you see it, and you're like, yay!
What-
and then you
okay,
think about it, and you're
what
like,
if it
ah!
What if it was Infinity War level of psych, and oh my god,
Well, the
it
reason-
it exceeded that
The
expectation.
reason Infinity War works is it is the first version of the Empire Strike Back that we've had in like 30 years.
Oh,
Where
true,
the ending
true,
is so
true
much of a
cliffhanger.
fucking everyone
Yes.
loses. That's what's so great about The Empire Strikes Back. You're like, oh shit, they all
Yeah.
lost.
Good
Good
guys
guys
can lose.
It's not even an Avengers fucking movie. It's a goddamn Thanos
Thanos
movie.
I love it. It's an amazing movie. It does everything right with the characters it uses. It builds up those emotional stakes. I swear to God, if it's a Return of the Jedi version,
There's not gonna be any Ewoks,
Dude,
bro. You
if
don't have
it
to worry
ups-
about. There's not gonna be cute little
I honestly
robots
don't-
dancing.
They're not
Can
going to
they-
fire Irvin Kershner.
they should bring in what's his
Yeah.
name? Who were the Twin Peaks guy that were going to get to direct Return of the
David
Jedi?
Lynch.
Yeah, originally he was supposed to direct Return of the Jedi.
Dude, fuck that. Let's get George Miller, who was supposed to do Justice
Whoa!
League, and fucking
Oh,
let
that
him
would be
do
fucking
it.
awesome. All right, what's my next bit of news? Bryan Cranston still wants to play Mr. Sinister, so he's been
You'll
he's
make
been
a badass
SX
Sinister.
Corps.
He's been trying to go for it since Logan. Originally, there were rumors that he was going to play the villain in Logan, which ended up being some guy. Movie still fucking
So what
works.
is
It doesn't matter.
Do you think that Bryan Cranston has somebody in his ear saying, look, if you want to play a cool fucking Marvel villain, you should play Mr.
Dude,
Sinister."
Bryan
Or do
Cranston-
you think Bryan Cranston did the homework, or if he is even an X-Men fan?
Dude, he
You know what I'm
totally
saying?
did the homework because this is what he's been saying. I want to play an antagonist a fraction smarter than the protagonist. Never dumb down to give the hero an easy win. That's frustrating and boring to watch. Okay, don't talk about my personal life. Okay, actually, that was a character. I meant Mr. Sinister was a character I was thinking about. I guess it's a selfish standpoint. I don't want to do a character that has been done several times before. I don't want to be compared to, like, well, his Commissioner Gordon was yada, yada, yada. I don't want to do that. I want to take something that hasn't been done
Damn,
before.
that was a slight at fucking J.K. Simmons if I ever heard one,
Yeah.
huh?
Well, here's the thing. He's been wanting to play Mr. Sinister since, like I said, Logan. There was rumors he was going to do it in Deadpool 2. And so they keep having, like, possibly Mr. Sinister written in, but then they take him out of the...
At the end
fucking
of
thing.
X-Men Apocalypse. That was the ending
There
scene.
was a- yeah.
the briefcase.
Yeah.
Essex Corp.
Yeah,
on-
that's right.
on the
And then
end
in
of it.
Deadpool 2, that orphanage that the big kid is involved
Yes.
with, that's part of
yes,
Essex
that's
Corp.
part of
So-
Essex Corp. as
So
well.
there's been rumors that every time they say he's possibly going to do it, and then he doesn't do it, but they have to be holding off. Bryan Cranston can pretty much do whatever the fuck he wants, right? At
You'll
this
make
point.
a badass Mr. Sinister.
And by the way, do you think in 3 to 5 years they're going to bring back Breaking Bad with him? Because it's never definitive that he died at the end of that.
It isn't, but I don't think either of them will ever go back to that.
Oh, I think they will.
I think
I
if
think
the
they
cash gets low enough, they will.
Oh, I think they will. Big time. What else we got going on here? Peter Jackson is prepping his early works, such as Dead Alive and Meet the Feebles, for a 4K release.
Okay.
I'm fucking
I
pumped
know
for
you're
that.
all for it.
And dude,
Yeah.
and if he does fucking The Frighteners, I will go to theaters to see that
Oh
shit.
my god.
Did he direct
Frighteners.
the Frighteners?
Yes, motherfucker, we
One of
talked
my
about it before
all-time
on this
favorite
podcast,
movies.
baby.
We've talked about it several times on
Yeah,
here.
we've talked about The Frighteners on this podcast,
I
the
know
first
I know
podcast.
Frighteners, but I didn't know that he directed.
Yes,
Yes.
you did. You just weren't.
Oh,
paying
dude,
attention.
because it was supposed to be an episode of Tales from the Crypt. Yeah.
And Zemeckis like, this is a movie.
It's a movie.
The
Dude,
son of-
I fucking love The Frighteners. I think The Frighteners is the perfect segue between his old stuff and what he ended up doing with The Lord of the
Oh,
Rings.
God, dude. Yeah, it is one of my quintessential
Fuck.
Michael J. Fox movies, let alone just
How many-
paranormal
Exactly.
movies.
The ending of that movie, the chase where Michael J. Fox is going between the past and the present, and that fucking mansion at the end of that is
Yes.
one of the greatest chase thrill scenes of all time.
Yeah.
The fucking scene with the fucking shotgun.
Oh, yeah.
He fucking hits the board and it blows off the fucking special agent's head. And all of a sudden you see the ghost head. Holy fuck.
The Frightener is the kind of movie that you need. It's a word-of-mouth movie now. It's probably 20 years since it came out.
I made my parents go see this. I talked to y'all
No,
about this.
I did.
I was like, it was one of those HBO 30-minute specials that I talked about before
I saw that shit too, dude.
Yes.
Yes.
And
I remember being terrified.
We have to go see this fucking movie.
And you saw it in theaters?
Yes. So good. The opening weekend, it was fucking amazing.
That is awesome.
That's one I'm surprised hasn't got like a re-release in movies like during Halloween.
That's what I'm saying. If they did the 4K of it, I'd go see it tomorrow. If you told me the Frighteners are showing somewhere, if I can get there, I'd go fucking
We need to petition the Angelica to fucking show it.
Show the Frighteners, please. Maybe we can get them for next year. And then if our podcast is big enough, we can be like, and we'll do a little commentary.
Yeah, if y'all want, just a little extra.
I want to talk about a Texas legend now. Everyone knows Bill Hicks, correct?
Yes.
For years, they've been working on a biopic, and I think they found the perfect combination for this. Richard Linklater, who is a local of Austin, Texas, and Bill Hicks.
Everybody wants
one of the best
Scanner Darkly.
One of the best independent filmmakers to ever make it big, and he's still independent in a lot of ways, but he can direct wherever the fuck he wants. He is in talks to direct.
He can get the backing for the movies.
Exactly, and he's in talks to direct the Bill Hicks biopic, which would be fucking amazing. If you don't know the story of Bill Hicks, amazing comedian, late 80s, early 90s, started when he was like fucking 16.
Great.
He was the Carlin of his generation.
He was, and he had a perspective on things that is unparalleled. He had a way of just calling out the bullshit in every way, shape, and form.
He was a realist.
He was, and he was an artist too. And for me,
he was the realist artist.
He told people what they didn't want to hear, but they needed to hear. It was taking your medicine.
Or what everybody thought, but didn't want to say.
Oh, yeah, 100%. So they're going to do a biopic on his story. He died when he was 33 years old, pancreatic cancer. And who would you want to see play him, though? The only person they've ever said that would play him is Russell Crowe, but he's way too old.
Fuck no.
Young Russell Crowe would have fucking worked.
Young Russell Crowe would not have worked.
Russell Crowe would have worked.
Bro, did you even see Virtuosity?
Yeah. I saw Virtuosity and I regretted every minute of it.
Did you ever see Gladiator?
I've seen Gladiator and I regretted every minute of it.
Yeah.
What the... Alright, listen, Drunken Hobbs. What are you talking about? What was wrong with Gladiator? You were praising Joaquin Phoenix not even 3 weeks ago.
I fucking love Joaquin Phoenix. I love Gladiator.
And you praised his Gladiator.
Yes, you did. You said you loved it.
You said you loved this Gladiator performance on the Joker podcast.
I wouldn't want to fucking check tape on that, actually.
Oh my god.
Alright, you're just being contrarian at this point.
Contrarian?
Russell Crowe would have worked.
Contrarian! Is that what you just were? You're contrarian, you even didn't ask him what the fuck.
Contrarian? I'm blaming the shit bean!
Take away the bean. He gets no more bean. No more bean for the Hobbs. What is wrong with you? Alright. Anyhow, Russell Crowe is like 87 years old. He can't do it anymore. Who would you want to see play Bill Hicks in a movie?
Bill Hicks?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Who do you want to see?
This son of a bitch.
This is Russell Crowe. I don't think Russell Crowe. What are y'all
Shit, Harvey, go ahead.
I'm just gonna say, I don't think he's got comedic chops to play fucking Bill Hicks.
The comedic chops.
He does. He's an actor. He doesn't need them, good sir. He can't play him anyhow. He's a crypt keeper now.
So,
who do you want to play him? Who do you see as a well-known actor now that could possibly play Bill Hicks? Or take
if he was alive,
if it isn't Ashton Kutcher or Michael Fassbender, I'm out of here.
Fuck this shit. All right, Jake, what do you think?
Michael Fassbender or Ashton Kutcher?
I'll be honest with you, I don't know one. I don't know anyone.
Doing it.
He's too old. He's a crypt keeper now, too. Yeah, dude. Giamatti's 1 foot in the grave and the other foot in the grave. Dude,
One foot in the grave, 1 foot in the...
I honestly don't know if there's anyone who... Henry Cavill. I don't fucking know. Who do you get?
The kid from The Babysitter, from the Netflix special, he kind of looks like him if he grows up a little bit. You can't find anybody to really play Bill Hicks. Like, it has to be somebody who really appreciates the character and knows his works, studied it, like much like Joaquin Phoenix in Gladiator. Walk the line. Walk the line.
I'm not going to say he said Joaquin Phoenix, and I went, Joaquin Phoenix could probably do it.
Joaquin the line.
Yeah. Dude, that'd be pretty good, actually.
But Bill Hicks was badass, man.
Maybe we can get Mark Hamill to play him. Because,
you know, like the Edgier comics back in the day will fucking bite off him like Dennis Leary.
Hey everyone, it's just Duck jumping in here real quick to say thank you so much for checking out the podcast today. If you're enjoying it, please head over to your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, iTunes, and give We Are Podcast a like. And if you get a chance, head over to our social media. All links can be found in the description. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at /We Are Podcast. And if you're enjoying the podcast today, please share with your friends. It's the only way we can grow this network. With that said, back to the podcast. Trying to do a segue into the next thing. Mark Hamill.
Yes.
The Last Jedi. yes. So Mark Hamill has a theory on. He did at the end of The Last Jedi. Well, he has a theory on it. He said the Force killed Luke, which I guess it did. And he goes, you have to acknowledge the irony in his fate. Almost like an addict that kicked his habit cold turkey, remained clean for decades, only to reuse just once and then tragically overdoses. Did Luke die at the end of The Last Jedi?
He's going to come back as Luke the White. In episode 9.
Whose theory was that? One of y'all said that. It was fucking genius, dude.
I think Ben might have actually
Oh,
said
dude, it
that.
was so fucking hilarious. Yeah. But he is coming back. There's no denying he's going to be in episode 9.
Well,
I think they're going
to be a ghost.
You know what happened?
No.
On episode
I think he's going to be
8
more.
on IMDb, they had Harrison Ford listed on there forever.
Really?
Yes. Like, it was going to either be, obviously, a flashback scene of it. He couldn't have been a Force ghost.
No.
But I heard my fucking pleb friends talking about, oh, he come back as a Force ghost. Motherfucker, he was not even a Jedi.
Yeah. Did he have Jedi powers?
No, he wasn't.
No, he didn't.
But he did the Kessel Run.
He got up in that Jedi. He might have Jedi TDs.
Oh, dude, you get it? You get it that way? Oh, shit, man, I got a little bit of Jedi on my dick. Yeah. There's midichlorians. If he fucked her on her period, did he get the midichlorians on him?
He could have. Very well.
That midichlorian dick. Oh, shit. What do you think's going to happen in episode 9? I don't think he's dead. I think it's a fake out.
Well,
I think it's fake news.
I think he might have actually become a Force ghost, but I think he might be the most powerful Force ghost. As in, he can actually interact with the world like the movie Ghost. Where fucking when Stephen Wright teaches fucking Patrick Swayze how to fucking move shit.
That wasn't Stephen Wright.
Oh, it was Stephen Wright-ish. That guy was close enough. He is close enough. The guy with the fucking Marfan syndrome. Yeah. He was actually the bad guy in Batman Returns. He was the bad guy in everything, dude.
But he had the fucking Gatling gun and the fucking present box.
Wasn't like the science teacher in Fast Times at
He was. Yep. Yes.
I used to play...
I'm sorry. Forgive me. I switched to Senka.
Dude,
I should have known that.
Dude.
My bad.
He was in a Sega CD game called Corpse Killer. I love that guy. I don't even care. So
okay.
His name is Steve.
Either way. Look.
You think Luke's going to come back?
Luke
Ghost
can come
style.
back as a Force ghost,
okay.
but he might have more power than any other
Dude,
Force
I
ghost
want to
ever.
see him be the villain. I want him to be...
He
I
wanted to
be
be the villain.
I wanted to
the
switch
villain in Return.
I want him to come back as an omnipotent fucking god character and fucking just fuck the light side, fuck the dark side, fuck all you motherfuckers and take them all out. And then they gotta go against God like Luke. That would be fucking awesome. Give me some Skylactus in my fucking Star Wars. God damn it. Freddy Krueger actor Robert Englund worked on the original Halloween for just one day.
Worked on what?
He worked on the original Halloween movie for just one day. Robert Englund, who played Freddy. Yes, he fluffed John Carpenter, and John Carpenter loved it. Right. So the original Halloween, we want to talk about that real quick, and we're going to talk about Halloween because it's going to be Halloween tomorrow, and this podcast will be released probably on Halloween.
Sam Hain.
So we're going to be talking about one of my favorite holidays. I don't know about you.
Love it!
How about you?
My favorite.
Hobby, what?
My fucking favorite.
Bitch, I'm all about Thanksgiving.
Oh, God.
Well, I will be...
Having.
I will be all about Thanksgiving. Listen, I'm all about the end of the year. You got Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas, motherfucker.
It's
all
the trinity of holidays.
It is. It literally is.
Those last 2 holidays, man, those are like one's actually okay for you to...
Motherfucker, did you never go get candy when you were a kid?
Yeah, seriously, it's not okay to gorge yourself on Halloween night after fucking going to
Did you guys hear about all the meth
for food?
All right,
but
even better. Have you heard about all the meth-filled plastic fangs and shit that they've been giving out? Supposedly,
Halloween's not even drugs for free, people. Just let's get this through your fucking heads.
Number one,
like nobody's giving kids drugs for free whenever they're addicted to drugs.
Number one,
there's not that many there are not that many super villains in this world. The kids wax things.
They'll love it.
I'll teach the parents.
They'll come back to my house and they know where they got it. Number one, Halloween hasn't even happened yet, so how are they getting fucking meth candy already?
Oh, because their parents are giving them meth candy.
God bless them.
Goddamn parents.
My kids went trick or treating and they gave them meth candy. It's July, sir.
Yeah, they're starting early this year.
I got all this meth left over from last year. What about the candy? Well, we'll get that. Don't worry.
They had trick or treat.
So you don't like Halloween? I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I love when fucking hobbies are contrarian. It's
so
hilarious.
Contrarian. I'm contrarian?
First of all,
Can I have another shot, please? Go ahead.
Change back time.
Go ahead.
No, well, I'm just, it's not a big holiday to me.
All right.
Because I can't gorge on ham and turkey like I can.
Dude, what if you go to the ham and turkey house and they give you a bunch of it?
Every holiday about gorging to you,
Pretty much, yeah.
God damn it.
All right, Jake, do you love Halloween? You love Halloween, right?
I fucking love Halloween.
Okay.
It's my birth month. It's my favorite fucking my fucking favorite holiday, Halloween. Spooky!
Yeah, dude, it's the shit. I love Halloween. I never celebrated when I was a kid. As I got older, I was like, this shit is the shit. So I want to talk a little bit about the original Halloween.
When was it? Like 1612 or something?
1978. We're talking about the movie Halloween. I apologize. Not the Night of Samhain. I apologize. The original movie. And the reason we're going to talk about that is Halloween, the remake, reboot, sequel, whatever the fuck this thing is. It's Halloween H2O2.
You mean the original sequel to 1978?
So we'll go a little bit through the Halloween series. Originally, Halloween came out in 1978. It is one of the largest, one of the biggest independent films of all time. Made for $300,000 and $325,000 if you count the $25,000 they paid to the actor who played Sam Loomis.
Donald Pleasant.
Yes, Donald Pleasant. So they paid $25,000.
That was the president and Escape from New York, kids.
So Donald Pleasant was the highest paid actor in that movie. Otherwise, it was an independent film. It was financed through a Middle Eastern finance company that wanted to make a movie called The Babysitter Killers. Okay? So they financed the movie. They got John Carpenter. The only way he agreed to do the movie is if he had 100% control over it, directorial-wise.
And Kurt Russell.
I think there should have been. There should have been, though.
I'm saying, that's
Dude,
how the...
Let's re-edit Halloween. Let's put fucking Snake Plissken into fucking Halloween. Just a random scene where he's smoking.
Jack Burton
dude, that would be
Matt
awesome.
McCready.
So this was actually John Carpenter's third movie, I believe.
With the first being Ghost from Mars, starring Ice Cube.
No, that was much later. So basically, this was his last movie that he had a chance before. So he made a deal with them. He said, "I get full creative control. I get to direct it however I want. You can't change this, and I want my name at the beginning of this movie." So anytime you see Halloween, you see it's John Carpenter's Halloween.
He didn't start that trend.
No, this is the first movie he did it with because he knew.
He didn't start that trend, but that was kind of like that's you're calling your shots.
Move.
Yeah, you're calling your shots at that point as a director. That's how he gets the recognition.
Exactly.
Like, he wasn't the first to do it, but
because if he didn't do it for this movie, he would have been fucked. If this movie hadn't ended up being because you got to remember, $300,000 is what this movie was made for. It made $80 million in its run. That return on that is insanity. Insanity.
But every movie that he's done since then is pretty much John Carpenter's.
Yep, and he got.
That's what I'm saying. Like this wasn't just
putting your fucking name on something like that is huge. Yeah. Whenever you get to put your print on it, and people go, "Oh, I love this. I'll probably like this." It's branding. So they made the movie in Southern California. It's supposed to take place in Illinois. Okay, so what we're going to talk about is what Robert Englund actually did on the film. They had 3 bags of painted maple leaves that they used to create the illusion of fall. That they threw over the California in the middle of summer. And if you watch the movie, there's leaves everywhere, but there's also palm trees in a couple of different shots in the movies. And anyone who's from the northeast will know there's no palm trees up there. So, but Robert Englund, that's what he ended up doing. He ended up being one of the people who picked up the leaves. And it wasn't just him. Anyone who was in the movie, including the actors, actually picked up the leaves too at the end of it. Now, Deborah Hill was the producer of this movie. She was John Carpenter's girlfriend at the time when they made the movie. And right before they went to filming, John Carpenter, who lived with her, broke up with her because he fell in love with another girl. She ended up becoming one of the biggest producers in Hollywood. And actually, the success of Halloween can actually be attributed to her and the decision she made during that movie. Because the 3 main characters, the babysitters, she wrote all the dialogue for. So she is actually, beyond John Carpenter, the reason that the Halloween franchise ended up working out.
What was her name?
Deborah Hill.
Deborah Hill? Maybe she could do Guardians Volume 3.
I was going to say Harvina Weinstein.
She died in 2008. We could get the ghost of Deborah Hill, Frightener style.
Or zombie Deborah Hill.
But so the movie, like I said, was produced super low budget, $325,000, ends up making $80 million. I watched it recently. It fucking holds up, even though Javi's yawning about it.
I'm just tired, bro. But yeah, it does hold up.
So I said it's been a few years since I last watched it, but the one thing that I do remember, 88-minute runtime.
It's pretty short. It's about an hour and a half, yeah.
Long cuts at the end. Like,
Dude.
people walk away and they linger on the scene for a while.
Well,
it does build up suspense.
That's what works so well about the original Halloween, is the suspense it builds. There's only really 5 deaths in the movie. The suspense it builds in between those deaths is out of control. The character Michael Myers it sets up is a killer without reason. He is just an animal. He just kills. There's no rhyme or reason to what he's doing. At the beginning of the movie, he kills his sister. It does
There's no reason why but the slasher died.
There's a movie called Rope.
Yes.
It's a single shot movie, which isn't true. It actually does 3 shots. Birdman does the same thing, where it's a single shot movie. And if you watch Alfonso Cuarón's movies up until then, you saw he was moving towards that. You want to do that. But there's a single shot at the beginning that shows the murder of Michael Myers' sister. And it goes from him being outside to going into the house to grabbing the mask to killing his sister. It's about a 5-minute shot. It's fucking amazing. It sets up the suspense and how it builds upon that. And the whole movie is just a continuation of that shot from the beginning of the movie. And it fucking kills. The other thing they did really wisely is they shot these large areas where you know Michael's there, but you don't know where he's at. So you're looking everywhere to see where he's at. And that's what the movie does so well with building suspense. You're like, he could be fucking anywhere. Where the fuck is this motherfucker? It's a what's that I Spy with My Little Eye with Michael Myers. It's fucking insane. And having so few kills and a couple different fake outs during those kills, nothing real big like cat jumps out of nowhere. The movie just works on a level where it builds dread. And so whenever the killings happen, you're like shocked. And the other thing is there's no blood in the movie. The only blood you see is a scrape on Laurie Strode's shoulder.
Yeah.
But other than that, every death is a clean fucking kill.
Shit, that's true.
Yeah, dude. So until they got to the sequel, Halloween 2, where they go hardcore,
Halloween
80s style
Harder,
fucking
yeah.
deaths. Did you say Halloween 2 or Halloween Harder? That's a good fucking name for it. Nicely done. It didn't fall into that trend of being just a slasher movie with the kills. This created really the trend of the slasher movie because the guy who made Friday the 13th saw what they did with Halloween and said, we can do that, but I'm a porn director, so we're going to fucking up this shit, okay? So Halloween, really, if you love slasher movies, especially us, because we were raised in the 90s where those things came back with a fucking vengeance. To the point where Halloween H2O, which is a direct sequel to Halloween 1 and 2, was literally just a 90s version of Halloween where it becomes a slasher film.
Right. It followed the coattails of Scream, though, didn't
Oh,
it?
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
to the point where Kevin Williamson, the guy who wrote Scream, wrote the original treatment for Halloween H2O. Now, the new movie, Halloween, that just came out, is a sequel to the first film only. It disregards everything else in the series and is a direct sequel. So gone is the Laurie Strode is the sister, the younger sister of Michael Myers, which they introduced in Halloween 2. And Halloween H2O. That's gone. This movie is a direct sequel. It's been 40 years since the original Halloween.
H2O.
So why is it an H40?
That's what I was thinking. Dude, man, like, because it's been 40 years, motherfucker. But when you watch the movie, for me, Laurie Strode being the sister of Michael Myers always stuck in my mind. Maybe it's because of H2O, but it totally disregards that. And you guys are going to see that. So just kind of, if you're going to watch the movie, get it out of your mind that this is a sequel to everything else that came after that. We can talk about that another time. You only have to see Halloween and the new Halloween, and honestly, you can just disregard the original Halloween if you don't want to watch it.
It goes like just straight from bam to bam.
Boom, boom, and that's it. To the point where Halloween H2O doesn't fit in anymore, so if you remember that, forget it. Halloween 2, if you watch that, forget that. Anything else in between. And what this movie does really great, well, we'll get into it, because we're going to watch it, we're going to drink more, and we're going to eat some food. You guys have anything to say before we put this movie on? Enjoy. I want to go on my little rant there. Let's take this shot.
Yeah.
Yes. Actually, let's add this. Have a
little shot
clink to you, sir.
Yes, sir. All right. Hopefully you can come back.
Clink to you. You're seeing the Super Chieftains.
All right, y'all. Okay, everybody, we are back. We tried to watch Halloween again. I'm not even going to lie. We had a cam copy of it. The sound wasn't
They
great.
wouldn't have made it any better.
Yeah.
The video wasn't great. It felt like we were watching it through a long tunnel. And I made a delicious taco salad, which I'm not going to say.
Fucking point.
Best part of the movie was the duck taco
good.
salad.
So we made it about halfway through the movie, and we said, fuck it. We've been drinking. We're full on taco salad. We're just sick of the shit.
We got the itis.
Motherfucking ducko salad.
I mean, honestly, our review could just be me talking about the salad at this point, because the salad wasn't bad.
It really should be, actually.
How was the salad?
I gotta take a salad. That was a
Oh
good salad.
my god.
Yeah.
On point.
Yeah,
I'm usually not a huge fan of taco salad, but I will say this is one of the best meals I've had in a long
Ranch on taco salad?
time.
I'm from the north. We don't put ranch
I'm
on
from
taco
the north,
salads.
motherfucker. We do, because I'm from western Pennsylvania with the crazy hillbillies.
You see, you're from the hillbilly north.
Yeah,
I'm from like the urban north. and shit.
Appalachian American.
Appalachian
You
American.
fucking
Yeah,
asshole.
I can't believe you said that. Get out!
Tell you what.
I take
Where
it
you go there,
you can
girl.
take it.
You can just get out of here.
Yeah.
We don't take time to you New Yorkers in here.
Oh.
No, but I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
No, thank
As
you
for the
very
movie, we really did try to watch it. We didn't get very far
And
in it.
immediately my thank you goes away.
Yeah.
For trying to make me
I would just give my kind of my feeling on it. The movie is so-so. It's just like Javi said. How did you think the movie was going to end?
It was gonna end like, oh, we finally got him. Sight.
Yeah.
Get ready for another original sequel.
And that is basically what happens. There's some good things they do in it. Jamie Lee Curtis is okay.
Does she die?
She does not die. Actually, and we didn't get to the end of the movie. The one thing that pissed me off is the movie is very much a Me Too moment at the end, where her daughter, and her granddaughter all survive, which is bullshit.
Do they break the fourth wall awkwardly and have like?
There's a moment where they all look
Like
at the
a
camera.
screen.
They all look at the camera. They're kind of like, "We did it." Me Too movement.
It was like no more. She fell down the stairs.
Jamie Lee Curtis did one of those. Not again,
Michael
baby."
Myers. It's just very much like if you.
Who killed my husband?
There should have been
Michael.
There should have been one of them at least
Yeah,
die.
Michael,
Probably
solid as they come.
That song is better than
I really do love that song.
That is an awesome song. But the movie is so-so. I wouldn't say it's better than Halloween H2O. If you've seen Halloween H2O, I would prefer that over this version of it.
Alan Parrish died.
Okay,
in
so
that movie.
is this just not a direct remake of Halloween H2O?
No, it's a completely different movie, but like for me it is so it's unfocused. Where there's too many characters. As you can see, we couldn't even pay attention to it as we were trying to watch it.
No.
There's too much shit going on. The only thing that they do right in the movie is Michael is a very meticulous killer. He just kills everything. Cold-blooded motherfucker.
Cold-blooded.
And that's the only thing that they do well in this. But otherwise, the movie is not great. It's made a lot of money. We're going to see a sequel. Maybe sometime in the future we'll try to watch it again. We just couldn't focus on it because it's an unfocused
It's not
film,
that good.
But we're going to get on to some better stuff. So,
Alright, let's take a big giant leap away from.
yeah, we're gonna
Halloween.
go. We're gonna
I'm
go
gonna
from
take a
Halloween,
leap
and
of
we're gonna
faith.
go play some video games and have a good time. So please check us out on YouTube at Quack Attack 5000. Check out my other podcast here. We have Movie Amnesia. Me and Javi are gonna finish up the Indian of the Cupboard here soon. And
Never
hopefully-
gonna happen.
And y'all, I want to do as a group. I want to do Surf Ninjas here sometime.
Yes.
Surf
Most
Ninjas.
def.
So we're definitely keep an eye out for Surf Ninjas on Movie Amnesia. Please send us an email. Comment on the videos. The email address is going to be quackattack5000@gmail.com. Please talk to us. Let us know what you want us to do.
Or a gratuitous dick pic. You know?
Like,
We don't
share,
discriminate
subscribe.
And don't send a dick pic unless you're going to like, share, and subscribe to
That's
the
right.
dick pic.
Unless you do a little sling, then you can send us a dick pic.
We should actually make a side website called The Dick Pic. And then
And it'll be from all of you who send in your dick
Yeah,
pics.
we're
We're
just-
just dedicated to your dicks.
we know there's going to be a lot coming. So anyhow, thank you for joining us. This has been Duck. I'm here with...
Jake.
I'm with Javi.
And don't watch Halloween. It's not good.
Don't.
It's not good. But
It's
have
not good.
taco salad.
But have taco salad with
Much.
ranch.
Yeah.
And Texas toasted cheese and garlic.
God
Just
damn.
stuff your fucking face.
Mill. Jesus.
Cool Ranch Doritos with it too.
You're making it sound cool.
And there it is. Thank you so much for checking out the podcast today. If you have enjoyed it, please do not forget, share with your friends. That is how we grow the network. And if this is your first time listening, head over to your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, iTunes, and give We Are Podcast a like. And if you've enjoyed this podcast, you're going to love the other podcast here on the We Are Podcast Network. We have We Are Bagu, a video game podcast featuring me and Dr. Ethan Eastwood. That's where we talk Atari to Steam and everything in between. Don't forget Heroes Gyros, a Dungeons and Distraction side quest. Me and the boys were sitting down, we're playing some D&D, we're having so much fun. You can go and start that from the beginning of the journey, Season 1, Episode 1. You're going to love it all the way through. And finally, I Hate Being Sober. Personal stories from epic people. I'm going to sit down with some of the most epic people I've ever met in this world, and we're going to talk about their life, we're going to talk about their trials and tribulations, and we're just going to talk about their journey this far. Head on over to our social media. All links can be found in the description. You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at /WeArePodcast. Also, head over to the Facebook group, We Are Era. We would love to see you in that group. And don't forget, if you've enjoyed the podcast today, share it with your friends. That's the only way we can grow this network. With that said, do not forget, support local comedy in any way that you can. We really do appreciate it. We'll see you next time.